Mental health and Death Note, perfect combination, right? I don't know about that because this show could use a good therapist in there somewhere. You'd think they would have fit that character in for Light. Just to be able to go see a therapist, or Misa, you know, like with her high-flying social media life. I don't know. I digress. Episode 19 today for Death Note. Without further ado, what does the therapist have to say? We about to find out. Death Note, episode 19, Matsuda. Don't forget, if you want this episode or any other episode of Death Note, early and completely unedited, behind-the-scenes footage, everything, go to our Patreon page, the VIP tier. It's a great community. It's a great opportunity to get tons of extra content, all our shows, movies, album reactions. It's all there. You get it early. You get to help us vote on what we're going to watch next. It is a cool place to be, and it's an awesome way to support a channel, and we're thankful for that.
I love you. So please, don't tell me you're going home now. Instead, say you'll stay by my side.
You're kidding! You can't expect us to make a movie like that!
If I say no, then it's no, okay?
Come on!
And of course, Matsuda's the one that's assigned to her to just kind of watch over her, I think, and watch. But I think he feels super insignificant.
All the deaths that are beneficial for Yotsuba are concentrated around the weekends. The last thing I want to be is dead weight.
Get over here!
I guess he had to run off somewhere.
Oh.
Sneaking in like a cat.
All right, for the time being, I want you to start going over this list here.
Yes, sir, right away.
No, I'm thinking too hard about this. There's no way anyone could murder so many people and not have any memory of it.
And at this point, I'm assuming his memory is wiped because of getting rid of the Death Note. That he's not just sitting here pretending. He really is trying to figure out, so would I do that? Even though he's done it. But he's really wondering if he would do that. And L just has a fixation with sugar.
Detective Geraldo Coyle has just received a private request to investigate and reveal the identity of L.
Isn't Geraldo Coyle supposed to be the second greatest detective in the world, after L himself? Who on earth would send such a request?
We know that Yotsuba must be linked to Kira. If they're trying to find out L's identity, it's probably because they want to kill him and need that information to do it.
This isn't good. We're already short-handed enough as
keeps
it is,
eating
and
cake.
now we have to worry about Coyle too.
It's been my experience that people who try to find me usually fall for this. I'll give you this strawberry if you keep it a secret, okay?
I'm impressed as always, Ryuzaki.
Very childlike.
Maybe I should leave while I still have a chance. No, then there would have been no point in coming here. Should I wait until everyone's gone and search their offices? I can't. I'd probably get caught doing that, and then maybe I should get out of here. The 19th floor. I made it this far. I'm gonna see it through.
All right. I just have to get close to him, right?
At this point, it's safe to assume that Kira and the Yotsuba group are connected in some way. We're going to investigate Yotsuba to determine who holds Kira's power, and if there is more than one person who possesses this ability.
Trying to figure out what's
We cannot
going
let
on.
anyone from Yotsuba figure out that we are investigating them. Please realize that if they do
What if
notice,
they
it
see
means we won't be
Matsuda?
able to catch Kira.
Oh,
Damn
this
it.
is bad.
I can't hear them clearly. Let's have Kira get rid of him. I heard it! They really are working with him. I did it! This is huge!
I have just received an emergency signal from Matsuda's belt.
Where is he?
It seems that it's coming from within the head office of the Yotsuba group.
Sorry to barge in like this. My name is Taro Matsui.
Disregard everything I just said. We'll need to rethink our
Oh, is that going to work? Is he just thinking on the fly like that and throwing them off? Could be genius. Could be genius.
Doesn't have anything suspicious on him. I suppose that means he isn't a corporate spy.
Right, so please take Misa into consideration. Never mind that. Even if it did, will Ryuzaki come and save me? Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Go ahead. You can answer it.
Yo, Matsui!
Ryuzaki. Oh.
Ah, it's me, Asahi. It's been a while, buddy.
Asahi, yeah, it's been a long time.
It doesn't sound like you're out right now. Don't tell me you're home already.
Man, he's thinking ahead. He figured, let's try to call him if he's there. Somebody may be listening.
Oh, what's the matter? Don't tell me your wallet is in trouble again.
In trouble? Yeah, that's right. Big troubles with money. You know me way too well.
Matsuda's saying he's in big trouble.
If you're gonna promote one of your clients, shouldn't you at least bring them with you?
Do you expect us to believe you're this girl's manager?
Well, to be honest, at the moment she's filming a movie nearby.
We have to consider that if Matsuda dies, our suspicions about the Yotsuba group would be confirmed. Let's just watch the situation for the time being.
What should we do?
The main question is whether he heard anything.
The Japanese police have completely withdrawn support from the Kira case.
Look, it doesn't really matter who he is. We have no choice but to kill him.
2 people missing. Is it those 2 guys?
You know, now that I think about it, it might be good to have her as the face of our company.
Misa, you're not with Matsuda at the moment, are you?
Him? He's a total jerk. He just ran off and left me here. Oh. Hang on, I'm getting a call on my work phone. Oh, hey, it's from Matsu.
Listen to me, Light. There is a chance that we may be able to save Matsuda, but we won't be able to do it without Misa's help. She'll listen to you and do anything you say, won't she?
Good evening. Very pleased to meet you. Tonight I'll be entertaining you as our special guest along with the girls from the agency.
Hey.
They're like...
Is it just me, or is this getting weird?
Yeah.
Well, it can't be helped. Right now, we can't afford to leave Misa's manager alone for a second.
Misa's pretty good at this sort of thing.
Excuse me, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. Ryozaki, are you watching this?
Yes?
Look, I'm really sorry that
That's not important right now.
Okay.
Listen, the 8 men who came here were having a meeting to determine who they get Kira to kill for them.
Oh,
I want you to
it's
listen
gonna
to me very carefully.
put it out on the news or something.
No way. But that's crazy. Wow. I am so drunk. Hi, everyone. Everyone having fun? Good. That's great.
Yay! You can do it! Go, Matsu!
All right, here we go. No problem.
Oh, no.
This sure is a crappy roll.
Look, everyone, I think you should all just leave this for us to take care of and go home.
What? But...
Don't worry, we'll handle it. Just don't forget about me for your next campaign, okay?
We're lucky that he ended up dying right in front of us at any rate.
Hey. Such a clever way to do this, you know, to make that plan happen. And for Matsuda to be confident enough, I'm going to fall over and have a mattress down there to catch me, bro. Like that's... Then they put the dude out right away and the girl, oh.
While I'm aware of the fact that we're short-handed, I'm not very pleased about having to do this sort of thing myself.
Didn't want to have to get out.
You idiot.
Wonder why they didn't get pictures of them as they were coming out the building to see who they were.
You're Masahiko Kida, VP of the Rights and Planning Department at Yotsuba's Tokyo office, correct?
Yes, that's right. And who am I speaking to?
I go by the name Geraldo Coyle. I'm calling to discuss my terms with you.
What? If he's saying something like that, we should assume Coyle knows quite a bit already.
This is getting ridiculous. I've had it. I want out of these meetings right now.
I don't want any more
I don't know
part
who
of this.
Kida is, and I don't care. I'm in. I'll see this to the end.
So what are we going to do? Coyle is still willing to accept the job despite what he already knows.
Isn't it obvious? He'll become partners with us as long as we pay him.
His demands are exorbitant, but we need to have someone as skilled as Coyle on our side.
Oh boy.
All right, we'll contract Coyle. Anyone have any objections?
No objections.
Elle, are you listening?
So one of these people is Kira.
Well then, now that everyone's here, let's commence our regular meeting.
But if
they've
there's
at least
supposed to be
gotten in
8,
there.
why are there only 7?
Yes, exactly. Why are there only 7 if there's 8? Empty seat. This is a very interesting side note to be able to give Matsuda like a cameo hero, well, goat hero, I don't know either, showing where he at least discovered this place. And as much as they thought, God, look at the trouble you've gotten us into, he's at least got him some kind of lead going. And they assume that Matsuda's dead. So he's back inside the headquarters again. Doesn't have to go out with Misa. Can't wait to see what happens with episode 20. This is, it's climbing. It's climbing. But I'm confused as a mental health professional because there's 3 Kiras at this point. 2 that don't know they're Kira, I guess, with Light and Misa. But the other one's the group that's supposed to be really secretive. And they seem to be doing most of the killing at this point, I think. And they've targeted to weekends. So this has taken like a veered off course for me. I don't know where it's going with this. The episode 20 called Makeshift. Makeshift, name of the episode. Don't forget, if you want this episode or any other episode of Death Note fully unedited and you want it early, go to our Patreon page. The VIP tier on Patreon is where it's at. All our shows, all the episodes, all the movies, all the album reactions, they're all there. It's a great way to support a channel. It's a great way to get tons of extra content. And a great community to chat with about things just like this with Death Note. Let's go, episode 20.
Well then, let's begin tonight's meeting.
There's supposed to be 8 of them, but only 7 are present. That must mean that
They probably killed one of their members.
It's just like I told you last week!
This is not good at this rate.
But before we get to that, there are several topics that we need to discuss. First, there is the issue of Hattori's death.
That was unavoidable.
Hattori was one of the people on the board that they just decided to terminate. Was it that guy from last time?
Kira has demonstrated that we must be committed to these meetings. We now know what will happen if we try to leave.
I think we all understand what Hattori's death means for the rest of us. Let's not take it.
Is that a dog barking in the background?
So did we really pay $5 million for this report? I mean, come on, look at this. He hasn't found out anything important about L, like his name or his face. Is this Coil guy seriously going to be of any use to us?
The concentration of killings that are beneficial to Yotsuba will likely be noticed by L if they continue on Fridays and Saturdays.
So he set all this up by having that other actor guy poise as Coil. He's all of the chief investigators, the top 3. So he's playing one off of the other. They think they're talking to somebody else other than L. They're just really talking to L.
At any rate, I personally think we should stop killing every weekend.
This is unbelievable. It's like they're trying to confess to everything.
As long as we have this video as evidence, we could probably arrest all 7 of them.
From now on, we have to be even more careful and make sure that nobody else happens to notice a trend in these deaths.
Now, on to the main topic. Who should we kill? Any objections to killing these people from ELF with accidental deaths?
Goodness.
No objections.
Is this for real? How can they do this so easily?
Another potential candidate.
Even though he's what is this he's eating? Does it have some chocolate, strawberries, have eggs in there or something? What is all that? Is it acai bowl? What does he have going on there? But it's funny to hear Light talk about how in the world could somebody do this when it's the very thing he's done.
Kira, deaths by accident, by disease, designated times of death. It's all just as we suspected. We were right.
No, unfortunately, we can only be completely sure after those people they've named are dead.
I can't carry on knowing these people will die. That's just immoral.
Right.
Here it comes.
I know you're planning to catch Kira by letting these guys actually carry out these murders, but we can't let that happen.
That's right. It's obvious that these 7 men are behind the killings.
What are you going to do? Monitor the people? Because it's going to be like a heart attack or something, high blood pressure. How are you going to stop them? I guess at this point, though, they don't know anything about Death Note books, so they're thinking they're going to get poisoned or something or given something. So do they take these guys in custody even if they do? It doesn't matter because if they've written the name in the book, it's over.
So what do you say we take care of the ELF in 3 weeks, and as for Zenzai, we'll ask Kira to kill him this weekend.
Need to reach one of these men and have them stop these murders.
Please hold on. That will cause suspicion. It would mean the investigation caught up to them 3 days after they were contacted by Iber. Also, it would make it far more unlikely that we would be able to discover who the real Kira might be.
If one of these 7 men is in fact Kira, would it be safe to say that if I try calling one of them, the odds of that person actually being Kira is going to be 1 in 7?
I'm thinking there could be more than one Kira among them. A probability of 2 in 7 at most.
You know, this would all go a lot faster if we kill off the execs of our rival companies and be done with it.
That would be going a little too far.
Why? We can kill them and split their holdings.
Is this Reiji Namikawa, head of the Yotsuba Group's marketing department? I've placed cameras and wiretaps throughout that meeting room. Even as I speak, I'm recording footage of your entire meeting.
The first thing you discussed was Hatori's death. Now you're debating who to kill next.
I need you to delay the deaths of ELF's president and Mr. Zenzai by 1 month. I doubt it will be difficult for someone of your standing to accomplish that.
Yes, I see. Right, go on.
My only option is to join L. No, I'll be dead if Kira manages to find out. What should I do?
If you tell the others about this call...
In the room, do they know who Kira is amongst the group? Because Kira's in this group, right? Of them.
Just play along with both parties. Staying on the sidelines would be best. You're not in a position to lose anything regardless of who wins in the end.
You would only be at a loss if I decided to arrest you right here and now.
We were discussing when we should kill Zenzai and the men from ELF. Here's what I'm thinking. We'll give Coyle 1 month to reveal L's identity. If he still hasn't uncovered the information we need, then we can go ahead and kill the targets randomly. Our top priority should be the elimination of L.
I see. Once we kill L, there won't be anything standing in our way. But until then, we need to be careful.
Right. Sounds like a reasonable plan to me.
You really are quite amazing, Light. Not only did you manage to delay the killings, but you also set up Namikawa as a potential mole for us. Sounded exactly like the sort of thing I would do, and you thought of it quicker than I did. But you were the one who first noticed the connection between Yotsuba and Kira. You actually might be more capable than I am. I honestly believe you could take this on. Tell me, if I should die, would you take over for me as L? If he is Kira and just playing innocent, he's sure to say yes.
What are you talking about? As long as we're joined by these, we would die together anyway. He thinks that if I am Kira, then there are 2 possibilities. Either I'm just pretending I'm not him and putting on an act, or Kira's power has passed on from me to someone else, and I have no memory that I was ever Kira in the first place. He's trying to determine which, if either, is the truth. Zaki still believes that I'm Kira. Even if that power had been passed to someone else, he thinks that I would have planned to have it returned to me once I'm safe from suspicion. In other words, I wasn't being controlled at all. He thinks it was a plan to pass on the power and arrange for it to come back to me.
So he's figuring it out. So Light in this circumstance, whose memory's wiped, he's figuring this out himself, right? Like it's not, he doesn't know everything he knew before. He's not laying out the plan like he used to. You're suspicious of this. You're thinking this. He really is in his own brain. Good investigator, I guess. He's laying out the plan of what L is thinking.
Ryuzaki's theory is that once I steal L's title, I will become Kira again.
Correct.
Taking on the identity of L, having the power to control the police in every country, while being Kira in secret. It's ideal. Even after I help you catch him, do I seem like that kind of person to you?
Yes, you do. I've always thought so.
Wow. These two can't leave each other alone. You're chained up and you're trying to fight. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, stop fighting.
Not again.
Okay, break it up! Once is enough! It was a draw, so let's just leave it as an even match, okay?
At the moment, we're not certain if Kira is among those 7 men. If all they have is a tenuous connection with him, then Kira will kill them as soon as they're arrested. We have to be absolutely sure that Kira is among them, so there's no point in detaining them now. And even if it does turn out to be one of them, it will still be quite difficult to determine who the culprit is. I'll also be here, but we will be working independently.
Wow.
You can conduct your investigation under your own direction. Feel free to arrest those men if you like. I will be carrying on my own investigation. We'll only get into arguments if we don't
Going
split up
back to solo.
This is for the best. I will pursue Kira on my own. We only have 1 month. I wonder who will succeed.
Ooh.
Ryuzaki,
you against me.
To Amani's room. Sorry, I know you're on your father's side and all this, but I can't remove these handcuffs.
There they
I
are.
didn't know we were supposed to have a date. Oh, right, I should have known.
Misa Amani, tell me, do you love Light from the bottom of your heart?
Huh? Yeah. Of course I do.
But you also worship Kira, don't you?
Well, yeah.
He says he wants to catch Kira. Now what will you do?
Well, if that's what Light says, then I'm gonna support him no matter
Wow.
what.
Loyal.
I see. So if you were given the opportunity to work with Light on this investigation, would you take the offer?
What? Ryuzaki?
Yeah, of course I would.
If the Yotsuba group believes that Misa could be their lead to finding L, then they'll say that they want to meet her to discuss their advertising campaign.
Oh, yeah,
They'll use that
advertising.
opportunity to question her.
Yep.
Thanks to Matsuda's screw-up, they may already be considering Misa as their new spokesperson, so this could work.
But don't worry, I won't mind doing something like this if it's for you, Light.
Listen, Misa. If they suspect that you might know who L really is, we don't know how far they'll be willing to go to get that information.
That's true.
No problemo. I promise I won't say anything, even if they torture me.
You forget that if we win against Kira, Misa won't die. Besides, as long as we're handcuffed together, you and I share the same fate. If I die, so will you. If that happens, Misa is the one who would grieve most of all. As for Misa Amane, I've turned to her because I know her bravery and love for you is boundless.
He's
Do you
manipulating
really
her.
mean it? Oh
And
no, I
trapping
think I've totally
Light.
misunderstood you all this time.
He's really playing it as now, and she's like really liking him now. Thank you. You see my real heart.
But you could maybe be a friend of mine. Would that be okay?
Yes, so now I've gained yet another friend.
Yeah, of course. Any friend of Light's is a friend of mine as well.
Light's like, you gotta be kidding me.
You're leaving me with no other choice but to join your...
No, that's quite all right.
What are you talking about? Of course he'll be joining us.
That's not it either. I've been opposed to this investigation since the beginning. It's too dangerous for her.
How can L do his own investigation if he's tied up to Light? Like, Light's gonna be a part of his investigation regardless.
Oh, Light, you're so sweet. Thank you for worrying about me. But please let me do this. I want to be useful to you somehow.
Figuring out the logistics of arresting 7 people is going to be challenging. I don't suppose you two have any ideas. Mogi? Matsuda?
Yeah. It's like, what are y'all's ideas with this? Because we got 7 people we got to arrest, and they're going the police route, you know, the official route, which is probably not going to get anywhere. And L, to me, is veering off course and doing another plan to go around about everything to see if he can figure out who Kira is. Because this is just a wild goose chase at this point. So he's got to do something to mix it up. And you think he's stirring the pot with Misa. What a finish there. I cannot wait for episode 21. Don't forget, this is not real therapy, just how I'm bringing down Death Note. If you want help, check the links in the description. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think about it. And join us over on Patreon, the VIP tier, because that's where all of the unedited content is. It's tons of it, and it's worth it. Appreciate it. Mental health matters, and let's wait to see next time if Light is forced in. I just don't see how he's can go with his dad because he's chained to L. So it's going to be L, Light, and Misa. I wonder if Misa would end up kind of falling for L. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.